Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Having him lay down like maybe 20 different little melodies or whatever for us to use. That way it's hip on to go and I'll let you know.
bit behind due to a few extenuating circumstances, but we're ready to go right now, so we're going to get your pre-race ceremonies underway. We're going to ask everybody, please rise, remove your hats, and bow your heads for an invocation, and then remain standing for our national anthem. Let us pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight and give praise for all your wondrous blessings that you've granted us, and to give thanks for the
Welcome to the mighty Tri-State Speedway. We're here in Pecola, Oklahoma, which is just west of Fort Smith, Arkansas. And we have the ASCS Sooner Region and Midwest Region racing here tonight, or Mid-South Region racing here tonight, along with 4 or 3 other regular classes that they have here at Tri-State Speedway. We're going to go to the national anthem right now. National anthem being played, and we are ready to race. We'll first come out of the gate with the B Modifieds, the USRA B Modified. Starting on the pole will be Hunter Byers out of Rogers, Arkansas. Next to him in the number 27 car is Ron Grover out of Pecola, Oklahoma. Second row inside, Weston Holman out of Springdale, Arkansas, driving the number 17 machine. Second row outside is Matt Walton out of Inola, number 4. Third row inside, Chad Summerford, number 03 out of Centerton, Arkansas. Steve Holzcamper will be beside him out of Gentry, Arkansas, driving a 40H. And then last but not least, the infamous Brian Williams out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, driving the $4. So you can see the last 2 cars, the 40 and the $4, look very similar. Tri-State Speedway, it's our first live broadcasting event that we have done here. And it's been probably about 10 years since I've been here. A lot of upgrades to the facility. Looks fantastic. 49 consecutive years of racing. Not a whole lot of tracks in the United States can say that. Was built in 1971 as a dirt track. And then in the 80s, they poured asphalt. So underneath this clay is actually asphalt. You saw race car drivers such as Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Mark Martin, all raced here, won a few championships here before they graduated up to NASCAR. So this is a very historic racetrack nestled in the mountains of the Ozarks, right here on the edge of the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. Flagman will let them roll around, get them all situated. We appreciate you tuning in to us tonight. And if you're watching it later, let us know where you're from. That's one of our big things is we like to go back and watch or go back and see where you're from and see where our viewership's coming from. Now we will split the races up in two segments. We'll have the heat races, and then after intermission we will have the features. So there'll be two separate broadcasts, so be sure and pay attention to that. So the heat races will be first. Obviously you see the sun going down to our west. A fantastic shot right there. Getting them lined up as they come back around. Again, Hunter Byers, your pole position, the 88B. Next to him, Ron Grover and Weston Holman and Matt Walton in the 4. And here they come out of turn number 4. And the flagman will not allow that start as he points the green flag at the 88 of Hunter Byers. So Byers okey-doked him and jumped the start. Flagman being stern with him so far. And I think that the Matt Walton and Brian Williams are the two cars that look similar. Matt Walton is the 4 car that's up front. Williams is the $4 in the back. They're both white with blue numbers. Flagman will give him one more time around. If he jumps the start again, more than likely he'll send him to the back or send him to his pits. Now we'll have 2 heat races here, I believe. Excuse me, 3 heat races for the B mods, as we have 21 cars have checked in tonight. 21 B mods, 20 factory, 15 A mods, and 21 sprints. Here they go this time, and it's a clean start. Byers leads him into turn number 1. Up high is Walton, slips just a bit. Hunter Byers, he is your points leader, although they've only had 1 race this season. So Byers won last week and way out in front and shows why he's fast. And we have a car in the wall and then gets slapped in the top of turn number 4. That's the 17. It's the 17 of Weston Holman that slammed into the 27 of Ron Grover. So Grover slid high and kissed the wall, and then Weston Holman out of Springdale, Arkansas, slid in to Grover and kissed him right there on the driver's side door. Both drivers seem to be okay, and Grover's car is not okay. As you see, it kind of hops off there, sheet metal dragging behind it. So yellow caution out on this 6-lap heat race. We're staring nearly directly into a west sun. So they're going to need to push the 17 of Weston Holman off the track. Heat race action. If you're watching and you're not here, you have plenty of time to come out here as heat races are just underway. Running about 30 minutes behind, and we had some sprint car activity in their hot laps. Had one flip over, had another one touch the wall. So that put us behind a little bit, having to clean up that mess in turn number 4. So as I said earlier, Byers is your points leader, although they've only had 1 race this season. So this is the 2nd race of the season here at the mighty Tri-State. 49 consecutive years of racing since 1971. Gets them lined up. Byers out front. in the 88B. Byers leads him out of 3, coming around 4. Flagman likes it. He'll throw the green flag. Being pursued by the 40 of Holzkamper. Holzkamper, if you'll remember for a long time, had the Hot Wheels car. There we're Byers a commanding lead out front. Holzkamper trying to catch him, won't, as the checker flag will fly. So your winner will be Byers, followed by Holzkamper and the number 4 of Walton. Next heat race coming up will be Dean Green, will be your pole sitter. He's out of Solomon Springs, Arkansas, driving a 28 car. Harley White, the sprint car driver, will be driving a B-Mod tonight. Also, she's out of Lindsay, Oklahoma, driving a 517. Second row inside is Roy Long out of Stillwell. He drives a 717. Jeremy Nichols out of Lowell, Arkansas, drives the 05N. Excuse me, it's Jimmy Nichols. Brent Manning out of Rogers, Arkansas, drives a 216. Casey Wilson will be in the 6th hole out of Farmington, Arkansas in the C35. And Sean Pinkerton out of Cedarsville, Arkansas will round out your second heat race for the night for the B-Mod. He's in the 999. So on the pole is Dean Green next to Harley White. Harley White in a 517. Green in the 28. Leading them in, and Green on the bottom. White will go up top. Dean Green in the 28, the red with white numbers, 28 coming through 4. Harley White right nipping on his right quarter panel, and she gets in a little too deep, spins around, and no one collects her. So White will bring out a caution as she spins out in her B-Mod heat race here in turn number 4. No, excuse me, turn number 2. See a shot of Harley White there, driving a 517 car. She will also be piloting one of the ASCS sprints later this evening. We have B modifieds out of the first heat race that have gone through tech, running through the front of the grandstands there, giving all the kids high fives. Trying to give White a push there and get her started back. There, she got it back. She will go tail back. She should whip a Yui right here, and she does.
Race fans, there has been a green and black Visa debit card found in the parking lot. Green and black Visa debit card found in the parking lot because of that. Good afternoon to you. This is one. It's most likely yours did. Green and black debit card, Visa debit card found in the parking lot.
Got him lined back up. Out front is the 28 of Dean Green out of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and right behind him on the bottom is, can't see that far in the sun. That was the 216 and the Brett Manning and Roy Long. Long's going to try to make a bid for it. Can't hold on the bottom. Up top, 216 of Manning. Dean Green still your leader. Driving into turn number 1 and trying to set up 2 grooves here on the mighty Tri-State here in Pensacola, Oklahoma. Green staying on the bottom. Roy Long was trying to find a higher groove, slides up high, and he may get something there later. Right now that top groove has not rolled in just yet, but lurking on the bottom there was Brett Manning in the 216. Blue car, white numbers, and he'll get by the orange car of Roy Long. So now Manning has moved into second. White flag out for the second B-Mod heat race of the night. We have one more B-Mod heat race. And Dean Green out of Siloam Springs, Arkansas will be your heat race number 2 winner. Followed by the 216 of Brett Manning and the 717 of Roy Long. Coming up, our third heat race for the evening is Drake Long out of Stillwell in the 17 JR. Next to him is Alan Owen Jr. out of Pensacola in the 79. Jacob Cox out of Pensacola is second row inside, 99. Second row outside, Stephen Palmer out of Iowa, Arkansas, number 19. Tyler Miner out of Huntsville, Arkansas, third row inside, the 53 car. Bo Nelson out of Hackett, Arkansas, the 41N. Cody Rogney out of Boonville, Arkansas, number 71. And Boyd Waters out of Salisal will round out our heat race. So we'll see as they roll around through turn 3, and green flag flies. Drake Long leads them around, and Long is in front, followed by the 79 of Owen Jr. And the 99 of Cox runs in third. There, your straggler there on the end is your number 2. I believe that is Boyd Waters. Still out front is Drake Long out of Stillwell in the 17. Owen is in second, followed by Cox. Now Waters could be in the way of the leaders as they are catching him pretty quickly. Long will go low as Waters stays high. Waters being shown the move over flag and nearly gets sideswiped there by the 79 of Owen as he almost pulled down in front of him. White flag coming out. Coming up next will be your factory stock. And a red flag as car gets collected up on the top of between 3 and 4. I'm trying to see who the white car is. That's Waters next to him in the black and orange car. And the 99, that's Jacob Cox. Cox was running third. Tries to back up and starts to hop up over the top of Waters. So as they get these guys situated out, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in about 30 seconds to the mighty Tri-State Speedway here at Pensacola, Oklahoma.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the mighty Tri-State here in Pensacola, Oklahoma, a little town situated in the Ozark Mountains, just west of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Beautiful view out here at the Tri-State Speedway. Tri-State's been running for 49 consecutive years. Folks, if you're watching, be sure and tell us where you're from. And be sure and check out our website at bravadowireless.com and look at all the amazing deals that we can do for you. Rolling out on the track, we have our first heat race of the night for the factory stocks. Heat race number 1, pole position out of Muldrow is Grant Davis driving the number 1 car. Outside of him is Jay Anderson out of Springdale, Arkansas in the 36. Second row inside out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, the 133 of Dallas Bowerland. Second row outside, Justin Johnson out of Van Buren, Arkansas in the 55. Charlie Gann out of Stigler in the 3TB is your third row inside. Outside of him is Marshall Pinson out of Van Buren in a 1P. And last but not least is Rowdy Bonewell out of Rudy, Arkansas, driving the number 92. So this is your first of 3 heat races. This will be 6 laps for your factory stock. It's Borland and Bonwell. Bonwell? Bonnewell. Green flag flies, and Davis will run to the bottom. Up next to him is Anderson. Anderson looking for a little hole. Not so fast as Justin Johnson in the green 55. Will try to sneak down underneath him. Factory Stock's kind of testing the waters here on this track. First leader is Grant Davis. Johnson trying to go for the lead, goes down low, but Davis will hold him off. Davis up high in the white. Number 1 with red numbers. Down low is Johnson trying to go for the lead. Side by side, but Johnson will have him this time. Now to note, the finish line is not at the flag stand. It's actually about 30 yards to the left of the flag stand, almost directly in front of me. As you can see it painted with the white and black checker. Out front is Johnson, followed by Davis. Now Grant Davis is second place in the points. So keep an eye on him later. That'll conclude your first heat race for the factory stocks. Moving on to heat race number 2. Heat race number 2, starting in pole position, is Austin Farman out of Fort Smith, Arkansas in the 119. Next to him is Rocky Cox out of Pecola, Oklahoma in the 80. Rick Edgerton out of Fort Smith, Arkansas is the number 27, second row inside. Robert Sutherland, longtime racer out of Sallisaw, driving a number 39. And I was going to say, without even looking, he's probably in a black car. Sutherland's drove a black car as far as I can remember. Chris Patterson is second row inside out of Greenwood, Arkansas in the 48Z. Third row outside is Wesley Bourne out of Cameron, Oklahoma in the number 5. And Tim Bales out of Muldrow rounds out this heat race in number 14. Second heat race for the factory stocks. This will be 6 laps as well. Sutherland's car looks similar to a station wagon there. as they roll through turn number 3. A little bumping and shoving going on. Now they stand on the gas coming out of 4. Foreman's going to lead them around through 1 and 2. Sutherland, it's a little tight and drifts up high. He'll drop all the way to the back. Almost as if Sutherland lost power. So first lap will go to Foreman, followed by the 80 of Cox. Now a little dicing going on, and Wesley Bourne out of Cameron, Arkansas, shoots up to second place. Bourne a little tight coming through 4. Wiggles it around. Bourne's going to try the high side this time in the white car with the number 5 on it. Still your leader is the 1 car of 119 of Farnman. Now he's got some help there as Bourne nestled up on the back of the number 1 car. Could have a battle for the lead coming through 3 and 4. Bourne stays low and a tick tight and can't make it all the way through. Doesn't have the horsepower to beat him on the front straightaway. Gets by him on the back straightaway. Bourne will take the white flag on this heat race, so one more trip, and he will be the winner of this second heat race of the night for the factory stocks. And Bourne will have it coming out of 4. So Bourne will have the second heat race of the night, followed by the 119 of Farnman. And your third place goes to the number 80 of Cox. Coming up next, your third heat race of the night for the factory stock. Number 1, Jerry Vaughn out of Greenwood, Arkansas in the 68 is your pole setter. Kendall Hargrove out of Cameron, Oklahoma, number 54 is outside front row. Second row inside is Keith Heaslett in the 5H out of Indianola, Oklahoma. Clinton Drummond driving a number 22 is your second row outside. Frank Johnson out of Fort Smith, Arkansas in the J3 is third row inside. And rounding out this heat race, Mike Wiseman out of Muskogee, Oklahoma driving the DT1 will be your last car in this race. Coming up next will be your A modifieds as they begin to get in the staging area out here in front. Come out of 3 and 4, flagman throws a green flag and they are off and racing. Vaughn already a collision down low, and that was I believe Kendall Hargrove got into somebody. Spun around a couple of cars. We have a bumper laying in the bottom of turn number 2. See if we can watch it on replay right here. That was still unsure who even that car was. It's the 5H of Keith Heaslett, and he will go to the pits with some damage. Nice shot there from our camera up on the lift. So as they get the debris cleaned up and the cars lined back up, we are minus, it looks like, 2 cars. So Jerry Vaughn, Kendall Hargrove, the 22 of Clinton Drummond, and I believe that's Frank Jackson in the J3 are the 4 out of the 6 cars that survived the little scuffle coming out of turn number 2 on that first lap. Wiseman trying to make it out, and he will. He's on the bottom of turn number 1, so he will come in after they come around one more time. Very festive vests that our officials are wearing. They flash. I like that. So Wiseman back out after they said he changed the flat in the pits. Lights are out, so we should have a green flag this time around. And here they come. Vaughn leads them around, followed by Kendall Hargrove in the 54. Everyone holds on this time around. Up high, that's the 22 of Clinton Drummond. Vaughn out of Greenwood, Arkansas, your leader there. Wiseman having problems on the back straightaway. It looks like he will take it to the infield. And I don't know if he has another flat or something more major than that. Wiseman goes to the infield, and it looks like he does have a flat. You can see that right front kind of dragging in. Vaughn, your leader, followed by the 22 of Drummond, and then Hargrove. Excuse me, I got it backwards. It was Hargrove, then Drummond. White flag will come out this time around. Checker flag will fly this time around. And your winner for the heat race number 3 for the factory stocks will be Jerry Vaughn. Jerry Vaughn, followed by Hargrove and Drummond. That'll be all for your factory stock, folks. Next up will be your USRA modifieds. See a replay of our last lap there as Vaughn comes around turn number 4. New Clay on the mighty Tri-State Speedway holding up very nicely. Coming out is heat race number 1. This will be an 8-lap heat race. Starting on the pole is Jake Davis out of Hackett, Arkansas in the 74. Next to him is Bobby Hines out of Mena, Arkansas, driving a 57. Second row inside is Jeremy Vaughn in the number 8 car out of Pensacola. Lonnie Robbins, longtime racer here at the mighty Tri-State Speedway, will be on the outside of turn number 2. He's out of Alma, Arkansas, driving the familiar 33 car. Trevor Latham, your points leader here in the Tri-State, out of Rogers, Arkansas. He'll be third row inside the 27L. Brian Williams out of Fayetteville, Arkansas will be driving the familiar number 26 car, third row outside. Kyle Ledford out of Greenwood, Arkansas, the number 75 will be third row inside. And last but not least is Carl McDade in the 11M out of Mulberry, Arkansas. That's your lineup for heat race number 1 for the USRA Modifieds. You can see them coming down the back straightaway. Lights are out. Coming through number 4, and Davis will lead him into 1. Slides just a tick high. Hines tries to look underneath. Ronnie Robbins doing his best to chase down Davis. Lonnie Robbins on the bottom. And Robbins shows old dogs know all the tricks. Robbins takes the lead right around and scoots off. Now the battle is with Davis and Vaughn. Second place. Robbins checks out. Battle for second place between Vaughn, Hines, Davis, and Williams. And we have one up high that has mechanical problems, and that may be Davis. And that was Brian Williams that had mechanical issues. Williams goes to the infield. Spaced out a bit here. Lonnie Robbins, longtime racer here at the Tri-State Speedway out of Alma, Arkansas. And I said that was Williams that pulled off, but I think Williams is in second. I can't make out that number. Check the front straightaway this time around, and nope, that's I'm not sure who that is. White flag out. Yeah, that's the 26 of Williams running second. And the 27L running third. And that must have been the obviously what Williams did. Robbins takes the checkered flag, followed by Williams and Latham. So that group modifieds, heat number 2 will run through Tech. 15 modifieds on the night. Second heat race ready to come out. Pole position will be number 15, George Martin out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Second row outside is Larry Tuzin out of Van Buren, Arkansas in the 38. Larry Brady out of Springdale, Arkansas in the 30X. Mike Hines, Van Buren, Arkansas in the 57M, second row outside. Third row inside is Brent Holman out of Rogers, Arkansas in the 17. Third row outside is Tyler Wolf out of Fayetteville, Arkansas in the 4W. And last but not least is Randy Henson out of Alma, Arkansas in the 10H. Now, Latham is your points leader in the A-Mods, and Brian Williams is in second. And they were in our last heat race. Third is Chad Wheeler, and he is racing elsewhere tonight. Flagman looks him over. him rolling down the back straightaway. Nice crowd out here at the Tri-State Speedway. You still have time to come out here. Green flag in the air. And George Martin will lead him around on the bottom. Up top, Townsend trying to find room to work. Martin will be your leader around. Townsend second. And the 17 of Holman running third. Holman's going to try to take second. Dives down deep as Tonesman goes up top. Holman will take over the second spot. Tyler Wolf now knocking on the door, trying to take third. George Martin, your leader, you can see in the graphic, followed by Brent Holman out of Rogers, Arkansas. George Martin out of Fort Smith. The modifies trying to toy with the top just a little bit to see if they can get it to come into their liking, but after these sprint cars get on the track, which are coming up next, the ASCS Sprints, this track is going to be completely different come A feature time. George Martin coming through 3 and 4 will take your white flag. 1 lap left in this 8-lap heat race. And Martin will be your heat race winner number 2 for the USRA Modified, followed by the 17 of Holman and then the 4 of Tyler Wolf. And that, folks, will bring up your ASCS Sprints coming up next here. It'll take just a few minutes to get the sprints going because they have to be push started. So as they are getting the first heat race of the sprints out on the track, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after 30 seconds to show you why you need to switch over to Bravado Wireless.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the mighty Tri-State Oklahoma. As you can see, the ASCS Sprints being pushed out on the track right now. Be our first heat race of the night for the sprint cars. Starting on the pole position out of Cabot, Arkansas is number 21K, Kevin Hinkle. First row outside is Mickey Walker out of Broken Arrow driving a 2W. Piloting to number 2 and the second row inside is Joseph Miller out of Cove, Arkansas. Second row outside, the 1X, Tim Crawley out of Benton, Arkansas. Third row inside out of Glenpool, Oklahoma, the number 95, Matt Covington. Third row outside out of Broken Arrow is Jared Sewell in the 44, And we may not see him because he's the one that had a spill earlier. And I don't know if I see him out there yet. I do not. So he may have broke too many things to get him back out for at least a heat race. And then last but not least is the number 9 Dollar out of Sapulpa, and that's Kyle Clark. You can see them getting lined up, getting their engines warmed up, coming through 3 and 4. See the lineup there on your screen? Folks, be sure and let us know where you're watching from. Give us a comment, just tell us where you're watching from. Let us know where you would like to see us at next. Now getting them lined up, and I believe lights are out, so we will look to see them start coming through 3 and 4. Pole position is Hinkle, next to him is Walker, Miller, Crawley, Covington, and then Clark. And it looks like we're actually missing 2 cars. Down the front straightaway, and it's going to be the 21 Hinkle. Quickly, though, it's a 2W of Mickey Walker. Walker stands on the gas on the back straightaway and takes it over. Bobbles a little bit through 4, and he'll lead the first lap. I gave it to Walker, but it's actually Tim Crawley out of Benton, Arkansas. Excuse me. That's Crawley in a blue Sprint with the number 1 on the wing. So it appears that Crawley has this one figured out as he jets out. Followed by Walker and then the 95 of Covington. This is an 8-lap heat race, first of 3 heat races for the ASCS Sprint. 4 laps down. Battle now for second. That's Walker and Covington. Covington trying to go high. Walker staying on the bottom. Covington can't quite stick it coming out of 3. He's got him beat in 1, and he's got him beat, and can't stick it out of 2. He's got him beat in 1 and 4. But he can't beat him in 2 and 3. White finds it out. As they come around, the winner is Kevin Hinkle out of Cabot, Arkansas. Followed by Walker, and then Covington is your 3rd spot. That'll conclude your first heat race. That'll conclude your first heat race of the night for the ASCS Sprints. Coming up next, pole position is your number 52 out of Sapulpa, Blake Hahn. And familiar face around in these parts is Sean McClellan, and the number 22 out of Tulsa is first row outside. Second row inside is Fred Maddox out of Drumright, driving a 26M. Next to him is Roger Crockett out of Broken Arrow, driving the number 11. Wayne Johnson out of Oklahoma City, driving a 2C, third row inside. Beside him is Dakota Gaines. Gaines out of North Little Rock, Arkansas in the D6. And last but not least will be Cannon McIntosh out of Bixby, Oklahoma, driving a 08. So they're getting out on the track and they'll be push started. It's one thing, the sprint cars do not have starters. Folks, coming up next week, we will be at Muskogee, Oklahoma for the historic Thunderbird Speedway as the MLRA late models come to town. So we'll be there next Friday night. So if you can, run down to Muskogee and visit us there. Folks, be sure and check out our Perfect 10, the Samsung 10. It's the Samsung Samsung S, excuse me. Samsung has a couple different versions of their new phone. Go check it out. Find a store near you at bravadowireless.com on our store locator page. Find one near you. It's stores throughout eastern and southeastern Oklahoma.
Also, if you got an Oklahoma ready vehicle, EZX402. Oklahoma plates EZX402. You've got people wanting to move your vehicles. E-race number 2.
Flagman says next time around we will show you the green. $40 a month is our most economical phone plan. Folks, check that out. Just $40 a month for wireless talk, text, and data plans as low as $40 per line with Bravado Wireless. And as always, we have all the latest and greatest phones as well as cell phone accessories, Bluetooth speakers, even security cameras. All right, they roll through turn 3. Here they come, walking through turn number 4, standing on the gas. That was yellow and purple Blake Hahn. Hahn jets out front. And they're going to call a false start. So no go on that lap. So they'll reset everybody. And we have a car dead in the water on turn number 2. See the replay of start right there. And that was Dakota Gaines in the D6 that spun out. So we'll get Mr. Gaines back with the group. So Gaines will go tail back as he caused a caution there. See Sean McClellan up there in the white with the red wing, trying to search something up top. McClellan, a longtime racer around in this area, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Stands on it home. McClellan will be in second. Maddox in the black 26. Coming back was Crockett out of Broken Arrow in the 11 car. Crockett's in third. Maddox gets shuffled up to the top. There's your leader, Hahn, up front in the yellow and purple. Followed by the 22 of Sean McClellan. Little spaced out. Hahn out front, McClellan in second. Followed by the 11 of Crockett. McClellan is a little slick coming out of next time around. It had a little bit of problem handling turn number 4. And does just fine that time. See Hahn, your leader there in the yellow and purple. Be Hahn, McClellan, and Crockett, your top 3. Heat race number 2 in the books. That'll bring us to heat race number 3. Hahn, McClellan, and Crockett are your 1, 2, and 3 finishers for heat race number 2. Coming up, heat race number 3. Paxton Gregory out of Poplar Grove, Arkansas, and the number 3G will be your pole position. Next to him is Harley White, young lady out of Lindsay, Oklahoma, driving the 17W. She's actually your points leader in the Mid-South region. And second row inside is Blake Jenkins out of Alexander, Arkansas in the 99. Larry Brady out of Springdale, Arkansas in the 30X, the second row outside. Third row inside, Ernie Ainsworth out of Bartlett, Tennessee in the 91A. Next to him is Kenneth Walker, longtime sprint car driver in Oklahoma out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driving a 2K. And last but not least is Grady Chandler out of Edmond, Oklahoma, driving a 23X. You see Harley White right there on the front straightaway in the teal, blue, and white. Officials up here in the tower are telling the drivers to double up. Let's get it going.
Free tickets for you for that. Also, 2 weeks from tonight at Temple Live.
So got them packed and stacked. Heat race number 3. This will be an 8-lap heat race for the ASCS Sprints.
Lights are out, turn number 3 and 4.
Gregory and White are your 2 cars up front. Gregory gets a good jump. It's going to lead him through 1 and 2. White slips back to second, shooting out front. I believe that's a 99 of Blaine Jenkins. No, it's a 91 of Ernie Ainsworth out of Tennessee. So Ainsworth, wow, shot from the 3rd row all the way up to first on the first lap. So Ainsworth leads right now. With White in second, and I could be mistaken, but it really seems like the Sprints are struggling on the bottom of number 4. Watch them coming out of turn 4, and it really seems like they're struggling in that transition between turn 3 and turn 4. It almost looks like they're just, I don't know if there's a burn that's being created down there, but they are not, they seem to struggle through that transition. Now, Tri-State Speedway up until 2 years ago didn't have a wall around it. It was fairly open. It had a wall in spots, but all the walls were around it like it does today. Ainsworth, your leader, 91A out of Tennessee. And you see him right now front straightaway in the silver car with white numbers. White flag comes out. Checker flag out for Ainsworth. So Ainsworth followed by White. And then Gregory will be your 3rd place car. So your final heat race will be Ernie Ainsworth out of Tennessee, followed by Harley White out of Lindsay, Oklahoma, and Paxton Gregory out of Poplar Grove, Arkansas. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And folks, that will conclude your heat races for the night. And I do believe they're going to have some festivities for the kids for Easter, and then take a brief intermission, if I'm not mistaken, and they will come back for the feature races of the night. So, folks, stick around. We're going to take a quick intermission here at the racetrack. And remember, we will come back at a different program with the feature races. So stick around, and we'll have more races to come here at the mighty Tri-State Speedway in Pensacola, Oklahoma, brought to you by Bravado Wireless. We'll be right back.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
We were there when your grandparents made their first telephone call. We were there when your parents were able to choose what to watch on cable. And now, we are here for you, providing high-speed internet service to your family. There is one thing we know for sure. No matter what happens next, Cross is here to keep you connected. Cross, serving families like yours, today and tomorrow.